Lenny Bruce, ladies and gentlemen. Lenny Bruce. Gate of Horn, Tuesday, December 4th. Let the buyer beware.
You know what this is? This is one-day service at the Maryland. Yeah. Hey, Des, is that cleaning? Oh, you're putting me on, man. I got a show to do tonight. All right, get the bell captain. All right, the bell captain's running the elevator, and his toilet stuffed up. And hey, man, are you kidding? I haven't got anything to wear, man. This is all I got. All right, well, we got a raincoat. Oh, thank you. That's it. That's what came back. A raincoat, pajama top. I don't have any underwear on. And I've got stockings. And they don't match. Well, that's one thing they do for the laundries. I got 14 pairs, one sock. And, is it ready? Okay. King Kong, we booked him for the second shows here, since he's doing the one-nighters now. And the last time, he got a little shitty with everybody, but it was due to the photographers. If you just take it easy with the flash bulbs, it's the only thing he doesn't like. He'll do a good show for you like he always does. He's almost ready there. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, I don't care if he is an animal. Still, King isn't ready yet. He is ready if the band knows what I mean. How about if we put some water on or something? Well, get it off from him anyway. I don't know. Listen, is there a building around here? That's what King likes. Let's give him a building and a plane to squeeze. And who was the guy that? Let's see. Who was what was the name? The star in King Kong. What was the chap's name? No, not figuring. The guy, he played... No. That's a good... Uh-huh. That's Dale Evans. My friend of mine, Dale Stevens, the writer. He's in Cincinnati. And, anybody from Cincinnati here? Do you know Dale, the Cincinnati Evening Star? It's a theatrical column. The prettiest chicks in the world live there. Prettiest composite ever. Dig, you know what a beautiful duo is? German and Irish. They are winner chicks. That is the most goyish. I'll show you an example. Oh, I gave her away. Oh, Dig, I got carried away the first show, and I said, here, I love you so much, I give the cat that picture. Take the one from the bartender back. I'm hip, I was going to say that. But she's not really the one I love. But we ripped her head off. Now, a weird thing happened. I've been talking... Oh, I tell you, I assume that you know me, and we're together every night. What happened was... This Paul Malloy, who was sort of, for the out-of-towners, sort of a Christ in concrete. And he's got a thing going, well, it's decent, indecent, you know, and what is good, and good is God, as Danny Thomas. And so I said, I'll show you pictures of tramps. These are, I'll show you bums. Here. Well, her head is gone, but it's there's an indecent woman. That's, are you kidding? Indecent? How can that pretty lady be indecent? What kind of flowers are those? Those are... They're lilacs. Yeah, they're pretty. Lilies of valleys and lilacs are my favorite flowers. I really dig them. That is a chick. There's a pink nipple lady. Yeah, that's one thing that they're going for. They've got winner chicks. The real bums you can spot. They usually have babies in their bellies. That's real tramps. And no rings on their fingers, and they get their just desserts by bleeding to death in the back of taxi cabs. Mr. Malloy is full of shit. I'll tell you who the Christian of the Year is. Jimmy Hoffa. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Hoffa is sure more of a Christian than Bobby Kennedy. Why? Because Jimmy Hoffa hired ex-convicts, as Christ would have. I assume Christ would have hired ex-convicts. Unless he's that poor Malloy Christ that makes you suffer and repent. The only medicine that's good for you is iodine because it burns you, sinner. Keep douching with CN or Lysol that hasn't been diluted. Ooh. There's an article here in the Chicago American about these transvestites that are posing as policemen. And they're thwarting the rapists. They pose as, and this is Stanley Robinson is doing it for the force. Let's see, Stan, that's the kids calling down at the bar. Stan, hi Stan, you going out on the unit call? Stan is on the undercover unit, and he's already donned a skirt, and the don, that's really good. And padded blouse, stands patiently as Sandra Williams applies makeup to help him play a role. And let's see, I like this. Wait. They round out their naturally lean torsos with what a faggot wrote this. Oh yeah, Jim Murray, a good closet queen, fag. According to Sergeant James Dolan, one of the original members of the gang, the rough and ready policemen got a great lens to appear as fascinating females. Well, I mean, you gotta really go through all of it, right? I'll put it between my legs once, and that's all. What the hell? I'll try it. And I forget method acting. It's, let's see. The most hazardous part of the preparation for duty, said Dolan, is learning how to walk on high-heeled shoes. Attack is a sharp eye, Dolan said, and will shy away from an amateur wobbly ankle. It's hate to rape those chicks and they're pissing all over you and scared and wobbling. Although all members of the unit are picked for physical capabilities, the, quote, lady members are picked for the physical attributes and they must be wiry and blah, blah, blah. Dolan said, if an average man saw... Now, Dig, the beautiful part about this is that they don't know that some of these rapists are that dedicated, they find that the cops, they don't care. They'll stuff them anyway, man. A peace officer, I don't care, you got a cute ass on you. That's all I know, and that's it. The only... Would you assume that there is the slightest bit of entrapment involved with this? Think about that aspect of it. Is that... or does the peace officer work out? Or is he... maybe is he going to... Well, it's kind of pensive. Yeah, it's not very nice, no. No, it's not too good. It's to incite. I'd like to do a flick where we have a good psychotic rapist who has been in a nut house. Have Jonathan Winters do it. He's in the loony bin about, let's see, 6 months. He's planning to get out. He's being very good. See, he's got the therapy. Now we cut to a lady nut house, and we have these nymphomaniacs. And they both get out at the same time. They make their break, and they meet each other, which is very frustrating to Jonathan, you know. I'm going to rape you. Of course you want. He lay him in the bushes. No, he just meets the same kind of chicks. If you don't love me, you just want to ball me. That's the usual cry. How about doing it? How do you feel about that, you people? Is that about the dirtiest thing we could do to each other? Priests don't do it. Nuns don't do it. Paramahansa Yogananda doesn't do it. Rabbis are close to celibacy. It's really not very nice, is it, doing it? I don't think you'd like me to do it to your mother or your sister. I don't think you look at me. I think I'm a bit rude. I'm offensive. He's a bore. He's a lewd bore. That would even talk about that. There's a time and place for killing. I got custody of my kids. My wife's a tramp. What do you mean she's a tramp? Did she go in the woods and roast Mickeys? No, she sleeps with guys. Oh, that filthy thing. She does it in front of the kids. How about that? Would any of you ladies do it in front of your kid? Paul Malloy would never do it in front of his kids. He might slap the shit out of his old lady, keep her knocked up, keep her in the kitchen, never bring her a flower, but if I say bullshit in front, he'll punch me in the mouth. Here's why you don't do it in front of the kids, the registered voters here. The argument is that overemphasis, sex and violence on television will be a deterrent to your child. Why? Because what he sees later on he will do. He will ape the actions of the actor. If this argument has any logic to it, would you rather your kid see a stag movie over King of Kings? I would. I wouldn't mind my kid to kill Christ when he comes back. That's just in that flick, King of Kings, Christ killing. I don't think that I saw one stag movie where anyone got killed at the end. Did you? Slapped in the mouth? Punched in the mouth? No, man, listen, they were very nice people. Could have been very ugly about it. They could have been, no, they were cool, gentle, didn't like it, but, yeah. Of course, they maybe know that I'm a bit monstrous, if there is any talk on the way out, so they play they couldn't cross themselves and just let's get to the door, just to the door, and they won't say anything, and usually I do like this, what am I gonna do? And he's running down and covering the stairs. It's really terrible, that's right. Now, before all of you escape, let me explain something to you. You see, you defeat your purpose. It's God, your filthy Jesus Christ made these tits. That's all. Now, you've got to make up your mind. You've got to stand up for Jesus, and you've got to say, look, I admit that doing it is filthy. I will stop doing it. And believe me, if you just set the rules, I will obey them. But Jesus Christ, stop living the paradox. Tell me that it's filthy, that fags are the best people. I will live up to the misogynist. I will be the woman hater. I will be the nice guy that takes your daughter out. He's a nice guy. He didn't try to fool around with me. He's a nice faggot. I realize that my mother's body is dirty. I realize that I'm a second-rate power. I realize that you have sold out my country. Do you know why they hate Americans anywhere, everywhere? I think I did a little more traveling than anyone in this audience. I think I've been in more invasions than anyone in this audience. I made 6. I made some real daddies. I was in a cruiser called the USS Brooklyn. I was second-class gunner's mate. I was making from 42 to 45 July. That's when Germany fell, in July. Doing it dirty. They hate Americans everywhere. You know why? Because we fucked all of their mothers for chocolate bars. And don't you forget that, Jim. You don't think those kids have heard that since 1942? You know what those Americans did to your poor mother? They lined her up, those bastards. Your poor father had to throw his guts up in the kitchen while he waited out there. That master sergeant stooped your mother for their stinking coffee and their eggs, and their friggin' cigarettes, those Americans. That's it, Jim. That's all they've heard, those kids. Those kids now are 23, 25 years old. The Americans. There's the guy that did it to my mother. Would you assume the societal correct? You say, there's the fellow who fucked my mother. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that and giving us candy. Now, the people that left are a little older than me. The people that left also left Africa out of the picture. With Ross Barnett, with Walker. Africa's gone. They left all of the Mediterranean countries by doing it to the mothers. They left South America with Nixon. The correct people have put us in the shithouse. The correct people have made the second-rate power, and they've done this. They have taught you to cast the first stone. That's why all those cats are sitting in the joint, in prison. Tonight there's a guy in the joint for 32 years. Do you think that this chick here that walked out has any rachmanis for that guy that hasn't gotten kissed and hugged in 32 years? Is she that moralist, the purist? Is that the good lady? What did she do for her husband? Is that schmuck stay in his underwear yelling, touch it once, touch it once? Is it bizarre that married guys have to jerk off more than anyone else? Because your old ladies won't ball you and you can't chippy? Priests and rabbis walk with guys in death row. Here's a clergyman. He's willing to be the hangman in Australia. No one else will do it. He couldn't get a brown suit, though. It's amazing. Priest and rabbi, yes, my son, you must be brave. Sure, schmuck, you're splitting, he's sitting. Mayor Curley. Mayor Curley is back. Sherman Adams is back. What will Kennedy look like as a war criminal? Adolf Eichmann. Habruchmann is for Adolf Eichmann. My name is Adolf Eichmann. And the Jews came every day to what they thought would be showers, and the mothers were quite ingenious. The mothers would take children and hide them in bundles of clothing. We found the children, scrubbed them, put them in the chambers. I sealed them in. I watched through the portholes. They would daven, beat breasts, and then fall to the floor. Hey, mein Liebe, hey, friede de Gotchen noch einmal gewollt sein. After a special amount of time, we took off their clean Jewish love rings, removed their teeth, their hair for strategic defense. I made soap out of them. I made soap out of all of them, and they hung me in full view of the prison yard. And people say, Adolf Eichmann should have been hung. Nein. Do you recognize the whoredom in all of you that you would have done the same if you were there to know yourselves? My defense, I was a soldier. I saw the end of a conscientious day's effort. I saw all the work that I did. I watched through the portholes. I saw every Jew burned and turned into soap. Do you people think yourselves better because you burned your enemies at long distances with missiles without ever seeing what you had done to them? Hiroshima, Ach Wiedersehen. If we would have lost the war, they would have strung two men up by the balls, Jim. Are you kidding with that? Not what kid told kid told kid. They would just schlep out all those Japanese mutants. Here it is. There they are. The Enola Gray, and Truman said he'd do it again. Are we going to forget that Hiss was a criminal? Are we going to forget about Crump? Are we going to forget about 1943, the enemies of Christianity? I fought them, the bad guys. There is good and bad, and there are bad, bad men we shouldn't forget. We fought them. Have you forgotten them? Those criminals that killed American boys in 43, the Italians? That ends you on Salerno? No, man, you can't forget that. You can't forget the Seminoles, who wrestle alligators, and after they pin them, they don't stop. It would have been beautiful if the lights went up and there was nobody here but Sheldon. You see, gee, that's a very dramatic device he uses. He puts the lights out. No, schmuck, he just gets tired of being rejected, and he says, well, figure, there's two, they're going to split, and I got one more to go. Now the lights come back on, and all the people are upstairs again apologizing. Oh, you think they don't get out of here? I got three stalkers beat the shit out of them when they get to the foot of the stairs. Oh, yeah. That's why I act so cool about it and so genteel. They'll be up in a half hour. We get a chance to straighten them out, put makeup on them, and kidney punches. The ladies just get a few squeezes inside the leg, and those kind of... this one's going to get it with the feathers. There. Now, I am not particularly proud of this, but in my life I have been intimate with maybe 3 married ladies that are still happily married, and they convinced me that they never made it with anybody else but their husband and me. And there was a sort of situation where I sort of believe it because they didn't have, what with all and where, and it was just one of those situations. You know, if I didn't, Christ, I'm not that unique. Probably every guy in this audience has made it with one married chick or two that's still married. And both of us, we didn't pull out. And I boiled your wife and I didn't pull out. No offense, mind you. So when I see brothers and sisters that don't look alike, that's it, Jim. I wouldn't swear for nobody. It just takes that one... they're up again, see? Different makeup on, and... Okay, it's just that the whole table is poisoned, that's all. It's a bad section. It's been bad. Okay, give it to me, King. Get it, baby. Daddy. Woo, get it all, King. Yeah, you're good. It's a little inside joke, and it's... Right now, Three Stooges. Right now, we take you now to Belmont, Long Island, and how to relax colored people at parties. I'm a construction boss, and I just did all of the buildings as sort of a tract home here, and this is the new, it's called Early Theater. This is the playroom. It's got the combination kitchen bar and a little theater stage. This comes optional piano and brick. My friend, the Negro guitar player, he would be a guitar player because the colored people would not be a party unless they were musicians. Because, as you know, they're born with rice and dice in their hands. Rice and dice in their hands, yes. Now, yes, National Sense Rhythm, they're one of that. That's in dodging the whip. I wonder if what amazes me is that Paul Malloy's column, these people that walk out, you'd assume that they would really be bitching at these Ross Barnetts and Walkers. Do you know that there's guys that are probably in their 15th and 20th year in military prisons, and that Walker was on that court-martial. And 15 years ago when Walker told that spade cat, son, I mean, that's all in your mind. The white boy and the colored boy get the same break here in the army. You break it off in you. All right, now. How to relax colored people at parties. The party is in motion. Well, have a party. I mean, pissed to the ears. How do you do there? My name is Martin. What's yours? Miller, how do you do? Well, I did all the construction here and most of the painting and, hell of a party, right? You know that Joe Louis, a hell of a fighter. Thank you very much. Credit to your age. Don't you forget it, you son of a gun. Well, anyway, I did all the construction here, and these heaves, you're not Jewish, are you? No offense, you know what I mean? Someone calls me a sheen, I'll knock them right in their ass, you know what I mean? So anyway, well, here's to Paul Robeson. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Did you get anything to eat yet? No, I'm kind of hungry. I'd like to get a sandwich or something. I don't know if they fried chicken or watermelon or raisins or tap shoes, whatever you people eat, but we'll get you something cooking here. You're all right. You're okay there, son of a gun. You're a white Jew. Here's to you. Okay. Yeah, I do all the construction here in Buenos Aires, Max. You know how they talk about, what you doing, darling? I do all the dialect, see? I was on the Ted Mack show, and, I like this color they picked out here. Is this a ridiculous color? It's interesting, the Dufay blues and pastels here. What's that? Sounds like a lot of commie horseshit to me. Doofy blue, huh? You're all right. Smart jig, you're okay. Here's to Henry Armstrong. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to have you over the house, you know that? Well, thank you. Be dark soon. Tell you what, I'd like to have you in the house, but, I gotta tell you this, because I know you people get offensive, but, I got a sister, you know what I mean? Yes? And, what the hell is it with you guys? What do you want to hump everybody's sister for? Well, that's, we're born that way. We're born, see, it's naturally, that's the rhythm comes in. See, we have this natural sense of rhythm control with the Margaret Sanger Clinic, and, we never knock them up. That's the thing about it. And you really like to do it to everybody's sister. Well, no, you missed the vernacular. It's not everybody's sister. We like to do it to sisters. Why do you mean sisters? Just had sisters. Oh, you don't mean the sisters? Yeah. Oh, that's impossible. Oh, I never knew that. Oh, that's a lot of horseshit. You can't do that to the sisters. No kidding. Did he put out the sisters? Well, I mean, that's if you're built the way we are, we're built abnormally large. You know that, don't you? I heard you guys got a wang on you, son of a gun, eh? Yes, to use the vernacular, it's sort of like a baby's arm with an apple in its fist. I think that's what the Tennessee Williams said. Well, you mind if I say it? No, I couldn't do that. I'm just playing guitar at this party. What the hell? Just whip it out there. Let's see that roll of tar paper you got there, Junkie, yeah? No, I couldn't see it there. chong, 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 ching, ching, chong, 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 chong. I'm a ventriloquist, you schmuck, and another. Or is genius tolerance and, let me, if I may make a suggestion, I have, Dick, now one thing I've got hip to, I learned something. Now just think of what you said, now, and I'm going to relate this to Beyond the Fringe, the establishment, the players are doing tremendous over here. Now when I saw them in London, they did one bit, and there was something about, it was, I kid it was sitting in the booth and scratching his funny fingers, and I said, that's very. I said, oh, dig me, like I'm going to put him down for bad taste. And I said, but it really. I said, there's a certain level. I can't explain it. I said, but that is it's whoopee cushion humor. It's not nice. I don't know. I can't explain it. But now they're big hits. Life magazine. I said, hey, are you doing that bit about these? He said, yeah, it's doing very well. I said, sure, that's it, man. It's no right or wrong. It's just, I haven't been conditioned that area. Now, I was just going to censure you and tell you that I assume that you're... But wait, solid, okay. But the one part that offended me, the blood-spattered baby. I went, like that, and then I said, well, no, because, did you write that? Okay, do another one, baby. That's cool. Well, on here. Louder, baby, because I get louder. Louder, man, I can't hear you. Project, Jim, like you were before. Shh. Oh, no, this is some Kerouac. No, you're a shit kicker and you don't know what you... Yeah, it's obvious. No, if you could have won me with piss in the hallway, but when you're in stench, clothes, no, that's it. You lost out. All right, take him away. Head to the chopping block, all right? Right now, buddy, we're going to have our Jew punching contest, and, yeehaw! Okay, now I'm going to do a bit for you before I go completely out of it. Just slap me real hard. Right there. Just put a spoon under my tongue or something like that. All right, a prison film with... What did you ask me to do? You said do a bit, and it's... Oh, yes, the bit. You want that bit. Okay. It says a Jewish theater. The Blinde Chasen. We take you now to the sickest man of all, Al Jolson. A picture called The Jazz Singer. Now, Al Jolson, big. The scene was where Al Jolson is a kid, he's singing in gay bars. You can spank it out, snake hips, and dot, he wants to make the scene, right? Okay. Now, the mother is very bugged because she wants to be a chazan. The rabbi is in bed, passing away slowly. The mother is really, mine's in, he's growing up. Al Jolson marries the shiksa, Mary Boland. The mother goes, shiksa, like the wedding, right? There's the shiksa. And now the Jews celebrate this holiday, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, where they celebrate the killing of Christ underground. Oh, more chicken soup. Kids running out of wooden sticks in the back. Oh, come up the hill to Gethsemane, Mr. Whitlaufer, you have to tell the man that we don't care. He took his wheelchair. I'm Christ, now you're Christ. Did you see that move? Take him down. Take him to the lions. Let the bear hump him. Rich Romans. More fun. Get them up here. Get Barbarous and Cessnus and Disnus. All right, now take your places again. Can we have it a little quiet? Thank you. Come on, my head is killing me today. Another take. To heaven. Where's heaven? Heaven's not up there. Because the earth revolves and sometimes you can go to hell at 6:30. Come on down. Christ, Moses, come on down. Turn out these lights. Turn out that light, that light, that light, and give me this one blue light. Just that one light. Every other light out but that light. Come on down, Christ and Moses, come on down. Come on down to the West Coast and visit the shuls. There are no shuls, yes, there's a Reformed temple with a it's a doctor, he is a doctor of law. His beard is gone, he is he's very articulate, he's too pedant, This Sabbath we discuss Israel. Where is Israel? Quench on flaming yortzeit candle. Alas, alas, poor Yossel. There's a fonder Israel. You know, someone had the chutzpah to ask me the other day. They said, tell me something, doctor of law. Is there a God or not? What cheek to ask this in a temple? We're not here to talk of gods. We're here to sell bombs for Israel. Remember that. A pox upon you, Christ and Moses. Go among ye and kiss your empty mezuzahs. A mezuzah, he breaks it open, nothing inside. Give out. A piece of paper that is made in Japan. Christ and Moses are confused. They go to New York. There's a Chet Huntley with Christ and Moses in New York. And Mike Wallace. Tell me something. It's all throwing up on the waitress's tits over there. It's getting a little ridiculous working in this shit house, and you want to break it up. I want to tell you something. All of a sudden, I did a Jack Leonard thing. I want to tell you something, right? I tell you something. The waitress here is going to be a little slow. But I know with all the bullshit with all you rushing around, but after I leave, it'll get nice and quiet here, and you'll take it a little easy. And after that, schmuck. It's really schmuck. Your head is going to a point. And when was I? St. Patrick's Cathedral. There's Spellman, played by Ed Begley. Bishop Sheen, played by Hugh Herbert. Ooh, terrible. Christ and Moses standing in the back of St. Pat's. Confused. Christ is at the grandeur of the interior, the Baroque interior, the Rococo Baroque interior. His route took him to Spanish Harlem. He would wonder what 50 Puerto Ricans were doing living in one room. That stained glass window is worth $9 grand. Two guys arguing back and forth, Christ and Moses, and Bishop Sheen spots them. Spellman, come on down here. Get back to the blackboard, dummy, and don't bug me. Come on down, Schmucker. Come on, would you hurry up down here? I'll put the choir on for 10 minutes. Hey, Putzo, what do you mean running up in the middle of the bit like that? Ooh, it's terrible. Ooh, they're here. Ooh, they're here. It's terrible. They're really here. Who's here? Who's here? No, I'm here. You're here. You're not all there. Ooh, it's here. Who's here? Christ and Moses, Schmuck, that's who's here. Are you putting me on where? Standing in the... Don't look now, Schmuck, you can see us, sir. Which ones are they? The ones that are glowing. Ooh, it's glowing. Stand up. Terrible. Here. Sure it's them? Just even pictured, but I'm pretty sure. Moses, ring of Charlton Heston, anyway. Better get me wrong quickly, that's all. Just don't cop out there here, and that's all. The pool box locker, that's cool. The hell are those guys wanting here? God damn it. Who's going to order the books? No, I don't think so. Who copped out that they're here? Why, Schmuck, kicking the lepers. Now, where the hell do they live around here? Hello, lepers, how are you? Hello, lepers. Hello, young lepers, wherever you are. Look, don't touch anything, okay? That's right, no offense, but what the hell? You might be carriers still. You want to pick up your nose, your foot, and your arm, and get out of here now? Look, what are you doing? You're waiting for St. Francis? Look, that's just a bullshit story. He never kissed any lepers. He kissed 2 merchant marines, we kicked them the hell out of here now. That's all. Now, how the hell's what are you going to kiss a leper for? What the hell are you going to get out of that? Eh? It's a lot of bullshit. You try to kiss them and they fall apart. Now, you know how they got leprosy, don't you? They're not putting paper on the seat. Now, come on, cop a walk, will you? Will you get me, Rome? Hello? Hey, Wapo, what's happening? You were sick, weren't you, fatso? If you stop fussing so much. That's right. You look like May Robeson, for Christ's sakes. Jane Darwell. Listen, I got a lot of grief here. A couple of kids dropped in. Him, anyway. Well, I'm pretty sure it's them. I just seen pictures. Yes. Standing in the back, way in the back. Of course they're white. Look, this is New York City, Mr. Puerto Rican standing in the back. I don't want to hear that horse shit. I'm getting up to my ass in crutches and wheelchairs here. Now, what are we paying protection for? Now, Dave, we're in Chicago. 50 miles away from here, I got punched in the face for doing that. Milwaukee. Oh, the Holiday House. The title is euphemistic. The Holiday House. It's... Dig this. The tip-off to Milwaukee, the chicest hotel is the Y. Hey, and sincerely, a true edifice of Christianity. Oh, it was grim in Milwaukee. The club is right next to the river. That's starting to look good. How I happen to work there, every once in a while I really get ashamed of the, the prejudice that I have within me. And I prejudge a town right away. It's there's squares and squares. You'll do very good there. A guy hits on me. John Volpe. But it didn't look that way in print. It looked like Ford, Volvo, or something like that, you know. He said, we got a club, you'll do very good. They sees me at the Crescendo in Hollywood, see. I don't think I'll do good. You'll do great. You'll have a lot of fun. Do you bowl? Well, I can't explain to you, but conflict back of off. Forget I'll make it. Okay. Now I get there, and they don't tell me. First thing that frightens me to death, they've got a 6:30 dinner show. 6:30 at night, people go to a nightclub? It's not dark out yet. I don't want to go in the house. It's not dark yet, man. They're going to have a show at 6:30. Yeah, the girl singer goes on at 6:30. You go on 6:45. Oh. Then they can change to Jamaica and take the Linda Hurst, Valley Stream, or... Curtains. Christ, these people look familiar. I've never been to Milwaukee before. Where the hell are these people? These are the Grey Line tours before they leave. This is where they live. 6 Semper Tom McCann. All right, now let's see. As soon as I ever have to think of what I'm going to do when I get out of here, then I'm dead. Then it's a lie. You know, if I'll do this bit, that, then it becomes a bit, and you know it's a bit, and it's terrible. I'm out there for about 15 minutes, and people are staring at me in disbelief. It's like... Then the shock wears off, start here. What's boots mean? I don't know. What is he supposed to be doing? I don't know. What is he? That's schmuck. Excuse me, schmuck and puts and poots. Poots, pots, schmuck, bread, cool, dig, schmooze, grab, plop, sniff. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Schmuck, spillbach, strip out. I don't know, it's a bunch of silliness. It's double talk, I think. He's doing double talk. Well, that's good, I guess. You like him? Yeah, I think I want to go to the toilet. I'll go with you. Okay. I might have to walk in front of him. Yeah. Everybody's walking in him. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. He's still up there. Puts brig, schmugrig, blah. He don't care. Look, he's crazy at this. How come he hasn't got any music? And he don't sing or nothing. Sure, even the band left him. There's no band up there. Sure, they know he's crazy. He's crazy. He's a weirdo. He's on the dope. Yeah, he's on it now. Oh, yeah. See him. You can see he's right on it now. It's Cloud 7. How can you tell when they're on it? You can tell. You can just tell when they're on it. They act sneaky. And they have the strength of an insane man. Yeah, don't go near them. They'll twist your head off and everything. He doesn't know what he's doing. He'll probably stay there for 2 days now on the stuff. That's why they're probably doing it. All right. Now it's maybe 30 minutes there, and I'm just thumping all over, stepping on my dick. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, I finally get off, and the owner goes, Lenny, Christ, we had so many walkouts. I'm hip, man. They were stepping on my feet after they got like a herd. Wait. He said, well, Jesus, I never saw you do that religious bit and this and those words you used. I said, wow, what do you saw me work, man? I don't do the same bit every show, just the same way. Oh, we'll do something. Okay, now it's walkouts every night, walkouts. The chef is confused. The desserts aren't moving. You know. Now, it's Saturday night. I'm doing these kind of bits. Okay, folks, Bob White. Now, also, dig, the esoteric quality humor is further championed by a age barrier of about, I just got little old grandmothers with crochet gloves sitting there, eating custard, spitting it back, with rouge. The whole family, it's like the Tad Moselle thing, the Death in the Family. It's the old, Maria Spenskaya waiting there. Okay, now I go to the men's room, and I see kids in the men's room. The kid's 4 years old, 6 years old. Now I see some poetry. It's really beautiful. I see these kids in the boys' room. Right? They're looking. And these kids are in awe of this men's room. This is the first time they've ever been in a place their mother isn't allowed in. They can't figure it out. Your mother's not allowed in here? Not even for a minute. Not even to get something. She's not allowed in here. And they stay in there for hours. Ruining them. Come out of there. No. I'm going to come and get you. No, you're not allowed in here because everybody's making wet in here. Okay. Yeah. Hey, now, in between shows, I'm going to walk around here, nothing good, nudgy and nervous. Now, the owner decides to introduce me to cushion it. Because he got that. Ladies and gentlemen, before being the star of our show, Lenny Bruce, who incidentally is next GI, and hell of a performer, folks, and a great kidder. You know what I mean? It's all a bunch of silliness up here. They don't mean that. He kids about the Pope and the Jewish religion, too, and the colored people and the white people. It's all silly, make-believe world. And he is a hell of a guy. He's at the Veterans Hospital now, doing a show for the boys, and he's, here he is. His mom's out here tonight, too. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. She lives here in town. Here he is. He gets walkouts, man. He gets 50 walkouts, man. They're dropping like flies tonight. Man. We just blew the whole balcony. It's unusual. Something is different tonight. I'm just losing perspective, that's all. I really lost perspective, Kentucky. I'll have about, in another year, I'll have about 15 real hardcore following that'll steady, they'll feel compelled to support me, to fly all over the Dale. Has made a few moves, he flies in once, so they get the SOSs, He's falling about just 3 people out there, that's all 3. That constitutes a show. As long as I can get booked for obscenity. Yeah, you have to, it's over 2 people if it's an obscene show. Okay, now they've got the other clubs in the neighborhood are a Saucony gas station and a laundromat that didn't make it. Now I hang out at the gas station in between shows and get gravel in my shoes. And the conversation is really inspiring. Let me see the grease rack up again. Let's see. Can I work the grease rack? No, I'll break it. Can I tie you a leather bow tie on? No. You married? Mm. You bully your old lady all right? Hey. Then, when the test I give them is holding the flashlight. I throw the flashlight there. Here, catch! And they grab it like this, they're screwed. Yeah. You know, so the heat, look at anything with a flashlight? This is where the heat, look at. That's... Okay, you throw the flashlight and take the... Here, catch! And I go like this. Daddy Arbuckle, all right? You mean to tell me a man did that with a bottle and, Fatty, what did you do that for? It's hard to defend those kind of guys. Here's Exhibit A. Oh, guys, let's try to suppress the evidence, and it's an illegal search and seizure. It's, Fatty, why did you stock the bottle? Why not? I mean, you were drunk, weren't you? It's, don't do that anymore. That's, another... Oh, God, yes, another tough guy. Oh, damn hoodlums around here. Right, it's just flowers, That's one thing, but no, see, they're not sexual, ladies. They just sort of help each other when they're drunk and help your wife. I hope your wife out there. She's nice. All right, give me the one light once more. I'm going to turn all the lights out. Yeah, all complete blackout now. And so we can... Now, whoever took the money... No, the complete blackout. Complete blackout. No, just sweetheart, no, that offends those people. Oh, you can't? That light doesn't go out. That's strange. Now, I don't want to embarrass, but there are certain people in the room that are homosexuals. And how I know that they're homosexuals, I live in the same building with them, and I've seen them in different costumes that other ladies don't wear. And they wear overalls, and there's never any men over there, and their mother don't know. And they have a lot of friends that are silly men that giggle and are hairdressers. And other thing I noticed that yes, that's true too. Oh no, God forbid. No, that's one tag I won't take. Yeah, well, no, I may take the tag. I may take faggot, if faggot. You've heard that Rock Hudson's a fag. There's nothing in the paper that Rock Hudson's a faggot. You give me all the lights up because now that we've all exposed ourselves and back again. Rock Hudson's a fruit. No, the schmucky underguy's a fag. And the Inquirer, the New York Inquirer. Right now we cut to the New York Times. Rock Hudson is visiting Michael Curtiz on the Cleopatra set. Okay, now the Inquirer. Rock Hudson, was at a bar and punched Michael Rennie in the mouth when he eyed some curvaceous redhead who saw Elvis Presley had a Fräulein's bosom in his boot. Montgomery Clift, who was swallowing 3 sleeping pills, knocked the guy on the floor when John Wayne came in the other AM, boozed up, and questioned him about his manhood. All right. Now, if Rock Hudson's a fag, I know, this is no put on, I know 2 hookers that made it with Rock Hudson that don't know each other. Now, if he gave up some bread for some trim, can't be a faggot, can he? No, double-gated, that's bullshit. That's a bullshit story that some fag made up. Because I've never met any cat, man, that queens are queens, no, there are sexual men. Like Rock Hudson may be just a very horny cat mixed with guys, chicks, fist, mud, anything, man. Like guys in prison do. You put me in prison for 3 years, I'll boil mud. Yeah, well, if faggot means ever involved with a homosexual, active or passive, then I know I looked at a room full of fags. Well, 6 years old, you had a scoutmaster, a gym coach, a jacked you off to the Tilly Mac book. That's it, Jim. Your Uncle Donald on a vacation, you were sometimes fag. You were experimenting and playing doctor. Oh, we just lost another deuce up on a tier. That was a little too much when we did the fag bit. Okay, now we're going to leave you now with $375,000 stone, aptly named. Then we have some marijuana. They found 8 marijuana cigarettes that's worth $2.25 million on the retail market. They set the price. Yeah. How much shit selling for? We'll just look at it. Marijuana will be legal in 5 years because most of you know law students that smoke marijuana who become senators who will legalize to protect themselves. Now you'll notice it's called the nod. They give themselves away. He's got his finger in his eye now, and it doesn't hurt. It'll hurt tomorrow, though. It'll hurt tomorrow. That's it. Especially when he says, "Oh, I got something in my nose." Thanks. It's okay. Flush it down the toilet. All right. Throw it away. They've turned the water off. You're screwed. The water's off in the basement. It's all over for you. The boat sailed, brother. Okay, best just give yourself up and say, I tried it once when I was a kid. Some guy, a Puerto Rican, gave it to me in a park. That's all. I don't know. The park, for years we've seen these men in the park, the flashers, you know. Okay, it's the first time they made a bust right in an audience. That's it. Oh, shit. I really did. Wake up, quick, out the back way. The bricks move, anything. It's Super Jew. Miss Holding joke. All right, now, okay, the whole place is blocked off, and, all right. Oh, I knew that. Yeah. All right.
Everybody have a seat. Lights up. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have new star of our show.
And then suddenly this policeman stood up, and I believe he actually said the words, "Okay, folks, the show is over," which, of course, is a cliche that policemen use just at a killing, you know, in a bar. When they get crowd is they want to break up the crowd. Okay, the show's over. The show's over. He actually said it in context.
Everybody have a seat. Lights up.
They began to check people's IDs, and they had the people leave the club through the only door, the upstairs only door, one by one show their ID, because basically what they wanted to do was to catch someone underage so they could give the club trouble. And they found this girl, apparently. I guess she was 15 or something, I forget now. But in checking everyone, Vince and I just kept drinking our beers, and all the beer we could get, because the upstairs bar was right there, the service bar was in there. I was good and juiced by the time we got to us, and we purposely waited to be almost the last people just to watch all this going on. So when I got to the door and the police was saying, "ID, you want to see your ID?" I said, "I don't believe in ID." You know, just a smart-ass Irish guy, a little drunk, who didn't like authority anyway, you know, and didn't really care much for regulations my whole life. So I always give him some shit, you know. So I said, "I don't believe in ID." So he was a little exasperated by this point, this policeman. I guess he was in plainclothes. And he sort of grabbed me by the collar of the suit and you know, the baggy pant of my ass, and kind of bum rushed me down the stairs, you know, kind of forcing me down the stairs and on my way out. And downstairs, there was a place that you'd pass through, and on the left there were two little portals that led into the bar area and the cocktail lounge area. And I knew Brenda was in there. So as they're rushing me past that, I said, "Tell Brenda I'm going to jail." And I got outside into a paddy wagon, an old-fashioned regular paddy wagon. This writer from Swank magazine was in there. And I really don't remember if Lenny was in there, because he said, "What are you here?" Yeah, I guess he must have been, because he probably said to me, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I didn't give him my ID." And he said, "Hey, you don't be a schmuck, you know."